go eat sushi, or we'll go downtown. With our best moves we can boogie. Oh my, we both look so fly, like sweet apple pie. Yeah, they want a piece of us. My, when we drive on by, they just can't deny. Yeah, they wanna be like us. Na 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 na. We are good.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Isabella. I'm an author and content creator here on YouTube, and welcome to my little space. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a plan with me for November, and I have been wanting to do like a little plan with me video for the longest time ever, but I felt like it was going to get too repetitive, especially since like it's the same thing as what I do in my daily vlogs anyway. So like, I don't know if you guys would be even interested, but yeah, let me know after this video, I guess. So basically, I showed you a bit of my content plans. So obviously for YouTube, we're going to be doing daily vlogs, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing like a little November writing diaries, obviously, to kind of just like document my writing journey in November, but also because I really just want to see if daily vlogging is actually going to help me stay accountable for writing and working on my book. And I guess like in a way this is like a NaNoWriMo announcement, but I'm just going to be referring it to as my November writing project because I haven't been writing in like the longest time ever. So I want to have like a focus on my writing this month, especially since I'm really interested and excited to kind of just get back into the things that make me happy and that I want to do, because I'm firstly nearing the end of my first year of uni finally, but also it's just that time of the year where it's like I need to focus on myself now. Like I've done everything else, it's time to kind of take some time for myself now. And obviously writing being one of my favorite things to do ever, that is going to be my kind of, I guess, form of self-care and self-love. So I wanted to kind of just document that, but also because I fall off the train of writing pretty easily because I get so busy, and obviously uni and my exams are going to be during November, so I don't want to like have those be contributing factors to the reason why I'm just like no longer writing for myself, or obviously for fun and just to enjoy the creative art of writing. So we're going to try to do daily vlogs. In terms of like posting consistency, I want to try my best to post the vlogs at least one day after I film them, but there is a high chance it won't be happening that way. So we will see how it goes, I guess, when we start filming all these vlogs. I am probably going to try my best to be as consistent during the first couple of days because, you know, it's still new and exciting. But once we kind of get into the swing of things, hopefully I will have a routine by then. But it's also possible I may just be too exhausted by the time we get into the routine because I will have my exams coming up. So it's not the best period. NaNoWriMo always falling in November was never the best period. I feel like it was always a really strange choice, especially with a lot of events. But then also, obviously, a lot of things happen during this month, especially, I don't know if it's different for every country, but in Australia, most of our exams are during November, early like November specifically. For me, at least, it's in mid-November. So it's like during the middle session where everyone is kind of just holding on to their motivation or momentum that they already started, but we're starting to lose it, which is where I usually lose my kind of motivation as well. So I kind of want to try and stay accountable in the case of this month. In terms of Instagram and TikTok particularly, I want to just do like more kind of casual daily vlogs. They may be writing related, to be honest, but I'm hoping it's going to be more of like a chill kind of version compared to maybe like the more informal. Actually, I don't know why I'm saying that. Like they're probably going to be pretty much the same on YouTube and TikTok, except one is just going to be a shortened version. In terms of like Project Letters, so Project Letters is a book I've been working on, and it is actually the book I'm going to be writing during November. I do have quite a few things to talk about that, but I want to start doing like promotional kind of content or like, you know, fun little things for Project Letters, because I feel like I've kind of kept it to myself a little bit. Like I have mentioned it here and there in videos, but I never really elaborated or explained much about it. So I really want to kind of introduce this project to the world, I suppose you could say, but also because it would be really cool to like see if people actually like this idea or not. And even if people don't, I'm still going to write it. Like, I write for myself first and foremost, and I'm never going to let that kind of dissuade me from writing a book that I want to write. And of course, because it's November and that's a major writing month, I will be trying to do weekly writing updates, and I'm also going to be doing the same thing on my Instagram, but I'm calling it a writing recap on Instagram rather than a writing update, even though they're going to be like really much the same thing. I'm also going to be doing some promotional stuff for Instagram. It's probably just going to be like cross-posting, to be honest, and we're going to be doing like more writing focused things on Instagram now. I'm kind of moving away from other stuff because I'm like, I don't know if that's really what I want to kind of gravitate towards. So for now, I'm going to try and focus a bit more on the writing community for November at least, and we're going to see how that goes. In terms of TikTok, I've noticed like it doesn't really matter which way I go, so we'll just kind of experiment. In terms of Instagram, TikTok has kind of been like set, and YouTube is probably pretty set as well. My goals for November is kind of just like a more broken down version of my Q4 goals. It's kind of a very comprehensive list of what I kind of want to do for the last 2 months, or 3 months technically at the time it was filmed. So for November particularly, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be doing project letters, specifically focusing on project letters. And for project letters, I want to finish my first outline, but also write my first draft of the book, because obviously I want to try and get this book done as much as I can before the end of the year. I don't want to pressure myself into obviously doing it, because I want to enjoy the writing process and I want to have fun and also take time for myself. So we'll just like see how close we get to the end. It would be really cool though to actually finish draft 1, because that would be really nice, and I haven't, you know, kind of written a novel in so long that it would be kind of just fun to kind of end up the year with a novel finished as well. And by finished, I mean the first draft at least. In terms of my other writing goals, I have been working on this project called the To Be Loved series, which is a tandem interconnected series that I have been talking about in a few of my videos. I do have episode 1 almost ready to go. I just need to finish editing it, and in terms of editing, I don't really know how well that's going to end up going, because you probably won't end up seeing episode 1 until like December, to be completely honest, since I'm still trying to figure out, do I want to have episode 2 done and do like a tease at the end, or just post it anyway. It's up to like, I guess, a couple of factors, but also with daily vlogs obviously going to be happening primarily on YouTube, I don't want to like overwhelm everyone with how much content there will be, especially in the writing community at this time. The To Be Loved series, I am going to still continue focusing on book 1 and 2. Book 1 being the novel, book 2 being the poetry collection that's kind of associated with the novel. And I want to finish well, not even finish, I haven't started. I want to create the first outline for the novel and also attempt to write draft 1. So not only do I want to draft an entire book for project letters, I also want to do that for the To Be Loved diaries. What am I saying? To Be Loved book 1 as well. And then in terms of book 2, because it is poetry, and technically writing poetry is a lot easier for me than obviously writing novels, since I'm a lot more familiar with the form, since I've been doing it for so long at this point, I would love to have draft 1 of that finished too. But that is more of a potential goal. It's not like a main goal I kind of want to try and achieve. So that's going to be just I can work on this for fun, or if I need a break from obviously all this novel writing. And then finally, my last main goal is obviously trying to do daily vlogs for YouTube, and I'm going to be calling it the November Writing Diaries. That's kind of like what I've been calling a lot of my videos, or like little things that I kind of like in a series format. It'll probably, well, I'm aiming to try and stay consistent and post consistently with those vlogs. So I'm thinking if I film one day, it'll probably be posted the next day, or I'm going to attempt to do that at least. And I'm probably going to be posting them either at 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, or at 7 p.m. Australia Eastern Daylight Saving Time. We had our time zone changed at the beginning of the month, and I still don't even know what it is. For TikTok and Instagram, I'm going to attempt to post twice a week. Obviously, on my plan there was like 3 posts more or less each week, but I'm just going to attempt to do twice a week, like as my minimum, because I don't want to overwhelm myself. Obviously, with having to post so many videos for YouTube, I don't want my TikTok and Instagram to kind of suffer because I'm burning myself out, if that makes sense. I'm obviously going to be still working, I'm going to be teaching and still in uni, obviously doing exams and a whole bunch of other things during the month. So hopefully the content will be kind of interesting and different each day, but there's also a potential it's going to be quite repetitive, and if it does get too repetitive, I may kind of just stop filming these daily vlogs in general, but I will probably just combine them to another weekly vlog situation depending on how I feel. So those are my plans for November and also my goals. And yeah, let me know what your writing goals are, if you're going to be participating in NaNoWriMo or just writing your own project for fun, or whatever you want to do for November writing wise as well. And I will see you guys in the next video, which is probably going to be a daily vlog. But yeah, until then, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!
Let them think that we are crazy when we drive around in our Mercedes. We're out all night